Okay. So live is on. Hello there, YouTube world. Send the questions here in chat. And let's do it. Let's start by introducing ourselves first, as always. Wanda, would you introduce yourself to us, please?
I'm Wanda. I'm from Niterói, Rio de Janeiro. I'm a dentist. I'm a scuba dive too. I have 2 cats. I have 2 sons and 1 grandson. And yesterday, tonight, a possum came here and she stayed here with many babies. A possum, gambá.
Oh, bye.
Yeah, now I have a possum too. Many possums.
But isn't it wild?
No, here we have many. There is many possums here in my neighbor. Yeah, in my neighborhood. Possums and porco-espinho, I don't know in English. We have many kinds of strange animals here.
It must be so cool, but I would be so scared.
Yeah, but it's beautiful.
That's nice. Okay, let's already go for the first question, and then another person introduce themselves and also answer to the first question. So, you, Wanda, do you consider yourself a material person?
No, not material person, but I like material things. I like to get money for travel and for many things. I'm not a material person, but material is really important in our society.
Awesome.
And you, Sarah?
Well, I think after I become an adult, I become more material, because I realized that's like Wanda said, it's something really important. I think I am a little. I don't know if it's a good thing or not, but sometimes I want to. I just got tired of this talk about, money doesn't buy happiness, I think it buys a little bit. I don't know, maybe traveling and improving yourself, having a lot of chances to do awesome stuff, maybe that could make you happy in a way, I don't know if I'm being clear, but I think so. So I like to have stuff to buy. It makes me happy sometimes. Yeah, I gotta be honest with you guys.
A good internet, for example, it's important. It's material.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. It's difficult. Like, I see some people trying to run away from material things in life. I don't want no money. I don't want okay, but you need to eat. You need to, have clothes, look good. That's like not being greedy is pretty much the basics of life. What about you, Lady Bruna? Who are you? And are you a material girl?
Hi guys, I'm Bruna. I live in São Paulo with my family. I wouldn't say I am a material girl, but at the same time, just like the girl said, I think it's not, and like you said too, I think it's important to wear clothes we like and to have the stuff we want, and it's interesting because I've been feeling this movement, like it's not that my parents they have always tried to give me the things I wanted, but now I can just buy it and I don't need to ask anymore, because I have my own money, so it's been nice, buying my own stuff, and I want to have some stuff, like new shoes or new clothes, and it doesn't mean I am material, just that I like nice stuff. That's it.
Yeah, I agree with you, girls. it's like everyone likes to have new and nice stuff and shiny things and have good moments that sometimes only money can buy, right? But I consider myself a little bit more than a little materialistic. I would say I'm like a Destiny child, you know. Can you pay my bills? Can you pay my telephone bill? Can you pay my automobile? Yeah, I'm a little, if more than a little, I would say like 45% to 65% materialistic. I really like the things that life can offer, that money can offer, like traveling, going to the movie theater, food especially, you know. So I consider myself a somewhat materialistic person. But now, the question is, Sarah, is there a problem with being materialistic?
I don't think so. Maybe you should overdo it, like not make your whole life being about that, you know, but should find a balance. Like for example, I always remember when I was doing an internship. I traveled 3 times to see the same band that I absolutely love, and I didn't regret it for a second because I knew that was something. It wasn't about the posting pictures on Instagram. It was about having an experience, you know. And I know, I think if you buy stuff or you do some kind of things like traveling to, because it's going to make you feel good, it's going to have you good memories to cherish. I don't think that's a bad thing, you know. You shouldn't do so much. Just make people do everything for you. Like you shouldn't take advantage of people in order to get what you want. But if you can make efforts to accomplish stuff, I don't see a bad point with that.
Okay. Fanda, do you agree with Sarah? Do you disagree with Sarah? What do you think?
I agree with Sarah totally. Yes, our society is like that. It's like an engineer. If I don't buy anything, I just fired someone in employer because it's necessary to get the engineer for our society. Like Bruna said another day, she likes so much to sleep. And okay, but for sleeping, we need a pillow, we need a sheet, we need some things. And you need to get money. You get the way of our society. It's not a problem. If I don't buy anything, many people get fired.
Sure. Bruna's nodding. Bruna, go ahead.
Yeah, no, it's totally right. It's good to have. Actually, we bought a new pillow like some months ago, and I already need a new one because this one is bad. It was just cheap, you know. But I don't I don't know.
Those 1990 pillows.
Yeah, kinda. I don't know if there. I think if this is the only focus you have in life, you know, the only thing I live for is to buy new stuff, you know, or if you, because I feel that if this is the only thing you do, like you see something, I want to buy it, then you see something else, like you want to buy everything you see, you know, and if you're really influenced by products and by media and you want to buy everything, I think it's not really nice, you know. I don't if you just see value on having stuff, I don't think this is something good, you know. Like because of course we want to live a comfortable life, you know, but if you live for having nice stuff and you don't think of other things, you know, I want to buy everything. I need a new cell phone, or I need and you like you get over some stuff, like you don't think of your bills, you don't think of, I don't know, the basics, just to have stuff. Then I think this is bad. It's not healthy.
I would get a different take on that. Like what you say, I agree a lot, but also mixing with something that Sarah said about like when you travel, when you're actually seizing the moment and creating memories to cherish instead of like posting every single second of what you do on Instagram. Uh, I think that like there isn't a problem with buying one thing after the other and focusing on like, okay, I bought this, now I want to buy that. Because some people, they are driven by this kind of goals. Okay, so I bought a computer. What's the next thing I want to buy? But like, why did you buy a computer and why do you want to buy a new cell phone? Is it because it's going to be good for you? Is it because it's going to help you have good moments? Is it because it's going to help you be more productive, or it's going to add something to your life? Or are you buying just because of the status? My biggest problem with Apple and iPhone users is that they are always buying new cell phones, but never because they need to, because they just want to have the newest one.
Yeah, that's the point. Yeah, you got the point.
So when it's about status, I don't know. It just feels so shallow, so weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel you. Yes. And it's hard, because it's really expensive, right? Like each cell phone, like, I don't know, 10,000 reais. Like I can't, every year spend 10,000 reais. Low, okay,
And for
8
what?
maybe. For what?
what?
Yeah.
It's not necessary. I think it is that. It's the point. If you get this because you need or because you want to do a interview in another person.
Yeah. Exactly. I made a lot of fun of my sister when she bought the new iPhone 13, because I was like, oh, you're a show off. You're just buying it for status. But she doesn't even show. Actually, she hides her cell phone as much as possible. She doesn't like people know that she has a cell phone, because people start like, the problem of living in a small city and everybody knows everyone is that people start making comments. So, oh, did you see that she bought a new iPhone 13? She's rich. She has a lot of money to spend. She's gonna be paying the cell phone for the next 2 years. She's gonna be paying that cell phone for the next 2 years.
Yeah,
But,
totally crazy.
Yeah, I have a rule. I don't buy the newest phone ever. One, because I don't have enough money, and two, because I don't want attention to myself. So I think maybe if I don't buy, I just have to buy a functional phone, and the robbers won't pay attention to me because I'm just mixing in the middle, with everyone else. So I won't have the spotlight on me because it's just a regular phone. I do that, and I think it works for me.
Exactly.
now, Bruna, does money bring happiness or not?
Oh, this question is so hard. So. I think it's complicated when you have access to nothing, like you don't have the basics, then of course money brings, I don't know, I would be hypocrite if I said no, because like, of course, nowadays I have an amazing life, I live in a good place, in a big city, but a lot of people just didn't have these same opportunities, so I would be really hypocrite if I said no. So yes, I think so.
Yeah, I agree with you. We need money to get peace of you take health. If you get a disease, if you have money, you can buy a good hospital, you can buy a good medicine. I think for many questions in our society, money gets peace and gets health and gets um, happiness. I think is that it's the reality.
It really is. It's like for a lot of people, having a little money is the synonym of having a good night of sleep, of knowing that your children are gonna have something to eat the next day, of like maybe one day a month you can take your family out to a nice place and have a good moment, right? And even for people that have, because people say, oh, rich people are doomed and rich people are sad and they have no good moments because of the money. Yeah, rich people that want to become richer are, because they focus on always having more money and they never focus on seizing the moment. But if money is just a tool for you to get what you want to be happy, I see no problem.
Yeah. If you live for the money, who is the boss? You or the money? I think that is the question. If you are the boss and your money is for you, for give you stuff and health and good hospitals, etc., it's okay. But if the money is your boss and you all the time need to prove for your friends, your society, you have a lot of money, it's not okay. It's not happy. It's not good.
No, Sarah looks like she disagrees. Do you, Sarah?
No, I don't. I was thinking the question's tough, but it's simple at the same time. You know what I mean? Because I can't remember between the happiest moments of my life that I didn't need a cent to do it, like to go to a concert or to my graduation. I studied at a public university, but I needed money to pay for my studies, like transportation, food. And even though people say, oh, the best things in life are free, maybe just taking a walk in the park with your friend and have a nice conversation. But I wouldn't like to spend hours at the park hungry, So for me, money, it's everywhere. It's part of everything we do. We can't run away from that. So yeah, I'd say it brings happiness. It buys you experiences and moments you can just remember. It's really important. Not the one thing that matters, but it's really something that we are trying to get more in order to have a comfortable life,
Yeah. I understand the thing that, like, this exact example you gave of going to the park with your friends but being hungry is something that I've lived, because when I was younger we were 5 children, so it was very difficult for us to, like, if we were going out from a church excursion or something, in the zoo, in the park, it was very difficult to buy food for everyone in a family of 6. So we used to eat something before leaving, and then we would only eat something when we returned home. It was nice going out with people and going to the park, but during the period, it wasn't fun to see everyone else eating and having a nice meal and buying something to eat, and you're like, you can, it's not fun, it's not cool. You're having fun, it's a good moment, but it could be better, you know, it feels kind of weird. Now, let's work with the opposite. Sarah, do you consider yourself a simple person?
Let me see. I think so, but I'm trying to find the balance, not to be too simple, you know. Sometimes I'm just, oh, it's okay, I accept that. Even though I could do better, you know. I don't think it's good to just accept whatever comes in your way. But yeah, like I don't have a fancy taste, maybe because I never experienced a fancy meal, for example, or a trip, uh, traveling abroad, something like that. So I am just, my rooms are organized. I can eat the things I want. I can have a nice time. I'm pretty okay with that, but I'm trying to be more ambitious. I think that's good for our development as a as well, you know, not only be, oh, well, I accepted, oh, I studied this and this is the job I have, and but I don't like some things about my job, and I don't want to be the person who stays every time always at the same place with the same experiences. You know, I'm trying to be more open-minded about this and grow a little bit more.
Right. What about you, Bruna, Wanda? Right? Do you consider yourself simple people?
It's nice what Sarah said, because here in my family it's kind of the same, you know, with never being like rich, but my parents have never taken me to expensive restaurants, expensive places, and now that I have the chance to afford just some of them, you know, not I don't know, fancy restaurants, but I don't know, like Outback, you know, that is a bit more expensive. It's really weird for me, and I feel uncomfortable at some restaurants, you know, that they are not for like rich people, but they are not cheap too, you know. It's like, I don't know, it's average, you know. And it's really weird to feel I can also make part of this moment, you know. So just like Sarah, I think I'm learning how to be part of these other places, you know. But my parents is to don't go there. I have to do it on my own, you know. Like my mom, it's an absurd to pay, I don't know, 200 reais for a meal or 100 reais for a meal, you know. She sees it as not worthy. So because maybe she was raised this way, right? So maybe for me, I would say I am, but I'm trying to learn that I can enjoy some stuff, you know. I can afford some things, and I should live other experiences, you know. Like I also belong to some other environments, you know.
And I think, like, especially without feeling guilty after.
Yes, definitely. This is the point. I feel it sometimes. I still feel this way.
You know. What about you, Wanda?
Yeah, I'm not a fashion girl. I dress with a simple style, and my car is a simple car, but I'm a scuba diver, and I scuba diving is a really expensive sport. I scuba diving around the world. All the every year I get some place in the world, and I go there to scuba diving. This is a really fashion sport. Yeah, I balance it. By myself, I'm a simple person, but I like so much scuba diving around the world.
That is really great. What kind of places have you scuba dived? Like,
Oh my gosh. Fiji, Maldives, Egypt, and Indonesia, Vietnam, many, many, many. Tanzania, Zanzibar, many,
That
many
is-
many places around the world.
Take me, Wanda. Take me with you.
Go with me.
next excursion, next scuba diving excursion, we're all going.
Yeah, it's so good. We have a group of 30 persons, 30 people, and you get and choose in the map. Oh, we don't meet this kind of place in the ocean, and we go there. In March, we go to Indonesia for the second time to see again Dragão de Komodo, to see again many kinds under the sea. It's delicious.
Oh, it must have been an awesome experience.
Yeah.
You must like feeling connected to nature at that point, like at the deep of the ocean, of the sea, you know.
Yeah, like that. In a boat for 15 days, all the time diving and talk about what we can see in the interaction, because it's really interesting to get there and get a conversation with dolphins, with octopus. It's really
Awesome.
interesting.
It's really great. But I can relate to what Bruna said of like getting used to these new experiences, like an experience like Vanda's, like of traveling, of going to new places. For me, it was really weird to travel. I was talking to my brother the first time we went to Rio, because we went to Rio last week, and the first time I went to Rio, we didn't have a penny. We went on a church excursion. We were part of a band, and this band got invited to present in Rio, so we went. But we went, everyone in a van. We didn't have money to help with the fuel. We had to ask like a relative for money to help with the fuel. We didn't spend a cent. We had no money to go. We just went. We ate on the church. We slept on the floor. It was a really real hardcore experience. It wasn't bad. It was our reality back then. We had a lot of fun. But then last week we went to Rio. We stopped in front of the hotel, and we were like, okay, that's not my reality. That's crazy for me. I've never thought I would be able to live an experience like that, you know. And it was pretty crazy. And it took a long while for us to get used to experiences like that, without feeling guilt. To understand, like, okay, I'm working my ass off. I'm saving my money the whole year to do something like that, you know. So it's only fair
It's like they deserve it. Yeah. I don't agree with meritocracy, but it's nice, you know, like, oh, I deserve it, you know, I can afford it, you know, I deserve feeling it. I just worked a lot to get it. It's really, really nice.
Yeah, we work a lot. We deserve to spend this money in happiness.
That's it. It's about it. It's about that. Now, girls, do you think that is there a problem with being simple, with not wanting many things in life? Or maybe like with being too simple?
I think not. People need to choose the kind of life. If you want to live your life in your manner, it's okay. And
Do you
you can change it in another time. Now you are like that, another time, another kind of thoughts, and change everything. Life is movement.
Do you believe that's like some simple people are just not like non-motivated people? They're not really simple. They want many things, but they just don't have motivation, or maybe they're lazy to go after the things they want.
No, many people play guitar in a beach, seeing the sunset. It's a simple stuff, but it's okay for it's happiness. I don't have a straight way of thought.
Nice, nice. What about you, Sarah? Is there a problem with being too simple? And do you think maybe simple people are non-motivated people?
Yeah, I don't have a straight answer. Maybe something in the middle. Like I said before, my favorite answer here is it depends because I can use it a lot. But I was saying, I think maybe sometimes being too simple with something that is keeping you from accomplish something you could do with your life, maybe because you are afraid or because you don't know the you don't right quite know how to do it, you know. I feel that way sometimes. I feel like for example, I wanna move out from my parents' home. And I sometimes I touch myself. I say to myself, oh, I'm happy here. Because when I move out, I know I won't have the same style of life. I will have less money because it's be my own money, not my parents' money, you know. And I say to myself, oh, I'm fine here, but sometimes I know I'm not. Like I like living here, but I know I want to do more. I want to travel. I want to have my own style of organization. Like if I want to go out on a Thursday night, okay, and get home by 3 a.m. and working at 6 the other day. It's my problem, you know. I want to have this kind of. I want to learn by myself if it what works for me and what doesn't. And I think being too simple sometimes it keeps me from accomplish the things I want because I don't know how I'm gonna face some challenges in my life. So like I said, you should try to find some balance in life. Just go for it, you know. And I have to take my own advice for this one because I'm not following right now, but I'm on the path to improve. I guess.
Yeah,
So I
advice
guess
is a lot
I
easier.
am.
Yes.
Yeah.
Advice is a lot easier to give than to follow, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But one thing though, a fun fact about going like moving out from your parents' house and living on your own is it's wonderful, but only gonna be wonderful after a while. For the first few months, you're going to wish to go back to your parents' house so bad.
Like just ice on in the fridge and a bed on the floor, something like that. I can imagine a real challenge.
Yeah.
Difficult one, right? Because just like Sarah said, sometimes it's important to I don't know, maybe being simple doesn't mean you're not going to fight for the things you want, you know. Sometimes you just don't want to live a luxurious life and you just want to, you know, you don't want to have expensive stuff, or you're not too materialistic, you know. But just like Sarah said, I think it's important to have some goals, you know, otherwise you won't grow up, you won't achieve anything, and you will keep all the time doing the same stuff. And it's hard because I don't know if this is a problem either, you know. Maybe this is something society expects us to do, you know. You have to have a lot of goals, you have to Ta-na-na. It's really, maybe I don't know my answer. It's difficult. It's difficult. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's really hard. I actually was thinking about a TNT. I think about many topics for TNTs, but like, what is really a goal that I created and it's something I really want to do, and what's a goal that society put in my head that I should achieve? You know, it's quite hard to see the difference between these two things.
To identify.
No. Okay. Before we move on to our last question, I would like to ask you girls for some help in here. Okay. Because I just posted some stories to invite people to happy hour. And I would like you girls to help me finish them. Okay. Like, so here, for example. Oh, look. That's a social media life. I'm here right now in a talk with these beautiful people in here. And we are talking about simplicity, wanting a lot of things from life and being happy. And talking of being happy, I would like to ask you guys one more time to come to happy hour tonight. Right, girls?
Right.
Yeah. You guys, let's go. The same thing we do right here on Talk and Talks, practicing English, is what we're going to do on happy hour tonight. But there's no topic. You're free to talk about whatever you want. Have fun. Drink whatever you want. Play games. Do karaoke. It's really a time for you to feel free and happy and finish your week the best way possible and practice languages at the same time. So hope to see you there tonight. Okay? Great.
Such a content creator. That's it. Influence.
Awesome. Now, I'm just going to skip the question number 6 because I wanted to talk about emotions too. Fanda, do you consider yourself an emotional person? And how emotional are you?
A little bit. I'm not emotional person. I'm a rational person. It's so difficult. My heart get my boss. All the time my brain is my boss. I think about and I get decisions, and really, I'm not an emotional person.
Nice. So you let the brain take the wheel, not the heart.
Yeah.
Great. What about you, Sarah? Are you an emotional person, and how emotional are you?
Yeah, pretty much. I'd like to be less emotional sometimes. Because sometimes I get angry with myself because I'm feeling the emotions. Right, last week I got really sad at with a situation at work, and I went to the bathroom and I started crying, and then I cried because I was crying, so that you get the point how emotional I can be. Sometimes I think it's something really natural to me. I don't know how to change. I try to be less emotional when I'm trying to make a decision, but in general, I'm really emotional all the time with all the situations. I can't hide what I'm feeling. It's really hard to me.
Awesome. Bru, what about you?
Yeah, I don't know. It's so hard to talk about ourselves. I'm trying to think of some moment, or some situations I have been facing, but I would go with yes, but not in a way that I cry a lot, but in a way that sometimes I don't do some stuff because I'm feeling anxious or I'm feeling nervous, and I don't do the things I have to do because I'm overthinking. And I think this is also part of emotional intelligence and being knowing how to deal with your feelings. sometimes we need to overcome these bad thoughts or bad feelings in order to do stuff, to face some problems we have. So I would say yes, but not in a way that I cry a lot, just like Sarah said, but sometimes my feelings are in the way of the things I have to do. That's it. And you?
I'm a mixture of everything you girls said. Like, I'm very emotional too, like Sarah. Like, I do have a lot of emotions, but I try to keep the brain in control, just like when I said. So, like, I am pretty aware of my emotions. I know when I'm feeling sad. I know when I'm feeling happy. I know when I'm feeling when I'm not feeling anything, and when I don't like something. But I try to hide these emotions, to like keep control of them, because not every time and not every moment is a good moment to show your emotions, at least for me. But sometimes I can't hide. Sometimes I'm not gonna like something, and you're going to see it in my face. I'm gonna be like, mm-hmm. So just, but I try to keep the brain control and to not let the emotions erupt and burst all the time. And I rarely cry. Not hardly ever. It's so weird for me. I don't feel comfortable crying. I think that's something I should work on, because I think if I cried more frequently, I would be more in control of my emotions and feel better. But it's so rare for me to cry, and when it happens, it just feels so weird, but it's so good. Do girls feel good, like, after you cry, that you just like feel that you emptied your emotions?
No, I have a headache, so a lot of headaches, and I think it's awful for me. I don't like it, the feeling. Maybe the next day I'll feel better, but right after crying, I don't feel good.
I don't cry a lot. I must confess. Like, I don't remember the last time I cried. I'm not really, I don't know. I'm just not a person who cries that much, but I think I usually feel better, or I just feel nothing. Yeah. I don't like not crying, like I wish I could cry more, but yeah.
You gotta practice your acting. Start crying in front of the mirror.
Yeah.
I can teach you if you want.
Like, I get emotional, but I don't cry too much, like just some small tears, and then that's it.
Yeah. But as the weekend said, save your tears for another day, because today's a day to be happy. What about you, Vanda? Do you cry often? Do you like crying?
No, I don't like it, cry and get angry and nothing like that. I do meditation every night, and I feel comfortable in breath and in that exhaled. I don't know the name in English, but I get breath and I do meditation, and I don't like the emotions uh, be big in my life.
I got you. Yeah, it's good to have that self-control, because sometimes it's not good to show their emotions. Sometimes it's necessary, but sometimes it's not good at all. And it's difficult to keep that balance, right?
Yeah, I like to analyze the things, the kinds of all the my life, and I breathe and I stay calm and think about and get a good way to lead with this stuff.
Awesome. That's pretty cool. Okay, girls, Thank you a lot. I loved our conversation here. It was really great. Thank you for coming. I hope you enjoyed too. I'm going to be leaving here the link for the feedback. You can say every.
Oh, he froze like right now.
Is there anything you want to say before we go?
Okay.
No,
But I
it's
think I'm
okay.
frozen actually.
You froze a little bit, yeah, but it's okay. You're back.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything you girls want to say before we go?
Just thank you so much. Have a great rest of the day.
Yeah, thank you for your time, for a good conversation.
Thank you, girls,
Awesome.
for
It was a
everything.
pleasure.
It was a pleasure to have you all here. Have an amazing Friday.
Frozen too. Frozen again.
He froze in a nice face.
Yeah. Well, guys.
Well, let's go then, girls.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye-bye,
Thank
girls.
you.
Bye.
Bye-bye,
Thank
thank you.
you.